Well, Ascension Health came into being in 1999 when the Sisters of St. Joseph of Nazareth, Michigan, and the Daughters of Charity brought together their health ministries to form a system. That was a response to trends of the time, but it was also part of the way in which these communities of women carried forward their ministry from its earliest days of foundation. So the Sisters of St. Joseph, the Daughters of Charity, were joined shortly after that by the Carondelet Sisters of St. Joseph, and more recently by the Alexian Brothers. And all of these groups have deep roots in history that go back to periods of time when people came together because of astounding need, because there were no systems in place to meet those needs. Times of illness, times of great suffering on the part of people who were poor, who were refugees, who were homeless, and they created systems of care, and they also transformed existing ways that care was delivered. So these founding communities basically began responding to needs here in the United States in the 1800s, and as was their history, went where they were most needed. And oftentimes that represented being the first provider of health care or of other services in particular communities. So we, having these deep roots, look upon our core identity as a ministry that continues the healing ministry of God to those most vulnerable, as our particular reason for being. And so we create not only structures, but we create entire ways that people partner with us, that all of our associates, all of our physicians and leaders continue to work together to evolve the responses to the needs of the time, but also create the responses for the future that will sustain our ministry. And we need to be excellent stewards of the resources we have in order to continue our foundational reason for being, our commitment to those most in need. We are responsible to the continuity of this long history, and we are also responsible to keep creating it. I've often said we don't honor history by repeating it. We honor it by inventing it and doing more. And so that's what stewardship is about. It's the resources to do that and to continue our core reason for being, but shaping it to meet the needs of tomorrow.